Alright, welcome everyone back for another Sound Goblin Gaming Baldur's Gate 3 stream. I'm, of course, Shiv.
I'm Bograt.
And I'm Hunter
Breathe
Grain.
deep and
And when
move.
we last left, we had dealt with a hag. It's pretty straightforward, dealt with a hag.
You do what you gotta do.
Basically, we have like one last thing to do in the swamp. One last encounter we can do in the swamp.
Well, two.
Two?
We should go back down into the basement.
Ah, right. That's right. We can go back into the basement.
Now that Auntie Ethel is gone.
Here goes nothing.
You see the shadowed outline of a figure.
My darling Macron. She wished for the mind of a genius, but that silly head thrust me.
I should speak up.
Is the hag gone? God, tell me she's gone. Oh, please. May she burn in the 9 hells. The things she did. The things she made me do. Vile. Disgusting. Good gods. You're the one. The mind flayer. No. The hag's gift is gone, but it's going to happen. Soon. I saw you screaming, covered in your own insides as that thing bursts out of your skull. You change, skin ripping from your body, and then you butcher everyone. Everyone around you. You can't. I'm so sorry.
Where he's running off to. Our masks aren't here.
Open up.
Weird, because they are actually supposed to be.
Yeah, they're supposed to be if you don't kill them.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, it's like it didn't fully finish the quest or the hag stuff. So I think you're supposed to be able to talk to everyone now too.
Yeah. All of her victims are supposed to be in some degree of
Yeah.
conversational state.
Like it partially triggered because
Lauren was fine.
Lauren was fine, but
Weird.
Yeah, very weird. Oh well, not much of a loss. They're interesting conversations, but not really much else.
Yeah, like as far as I know, their conversation's basically about like them, what deals they took with the hag, that kind of thing. Technically speaking, I think there's actually still like 2 things we can do here, but
I am pretty sure, much to the benefit of everyone, that the horrendous death frog is gone. Now that Auntie Ethel is out of here.
horrendous
Something
death
over
frog.
Yeah, so actually over by Ethel's house, if you go there before dealing with Ethel, there is a frog there that if you approach it, goes mad and attacks you. And the thing is extremely hard to hit and hits like a truck.
That's pretty funny.
It's clearly some sort of cursed being, much like most of the other things around here.
Yeah.
But, like, there is no way to save it as far as I'm aware. It is just straight up, you kill or be killed.
I know there is a frog we can talk to now that we're done with Ethel's thing. So I wonder if it's the same frog. We will visit it after we deal with this little island.
Blood everywhere. Someone wasn't as fortunate in their choice of campsite as us.
What's that?
Oh,
Did also have a realization a little bit earlier today, something that I think is genuinely extremely funny. Like, I totally understand it, but it's still extremely funny to me. So you can technically respec Will into another Warlock pact.
yep. I mean, you can also respect him entirely out of Warlock.
Yeah, but it's just like, like, the game, when you respec any of the origin characters, the game effectively treats them, as far as like cutscenes and stuff goes, as if they were whatever they originally are, so it just kind of carries on regardless. But it's just extremely funny for a character whose like entire like storyline is deeply tied to what their actual class and subclass is, to respec them out of that.
Yeah.
To be like, Mizora shows up and Will's just like, oh, I don't need to deal with you anymore, I serve the great old ones now.
What?
Yeah.
You can't do that. Or it did.
So this
Dr.
is,
Withers.
this is one of the less noticeable areas you can get to, because you have to pay attention to the fact you can actually make this jump into the middle
Yeah.
of the water in the swamp, which you wouldn't normally think about. And so we got some Woads. They have regeneration, let's take fire damage. So they can be pretty tanky. Good AC as well. As well as having resistance to slashing and or bludgeoning and piercing damage. So you want to hit him slashing, you really want to hit him with fire.
That's not a Woodwood. That's a man in a Woodwood costume.
Oh, I know what we're talking about. I'm totally Woodwood. And then these ancient mephits are going to be just kind of annoying because they'll summon mephits constantly.
Oh, wow. That... Ooh.
They also explode on death,
Yeah.
Ooh, double
meaning
ooh.
that they're quite bad to melee.
Yeah.
Could actually cast Tech. Or Hunter's Mark. I would have missed anyways, but
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's to damage, not to hit.
Hex. So we're going to do Strength. Doesn't really matter a ton. Nice hit. Literally can't hit better than that.
So how many times can they summon?
All.
Oh, that's...
Yeah.
Ugh.
If basically if you kill their summon, they'll summon another one.
Yeah.
Dash.
Onward.
Like the ones they summon have less health, they're only like 6 health, but
Yeah.
they will just keep summoning ones if you kill them. So you want to make
Yeah.
sure you kill the ancients.
That being said, one of the annoyances is because they pretty much by default spend their first turn summoning, the ancients are all the way in the back, whereas the summoned ones are much further up front.
Yep. No, luckily the ones summoned seem to have been all...
Yeah, they did think they
Drop
summoned the
back with
entire
them.
batch in the back, but and then moved up, so it won't be quite as
Oh,
bad.
blessings.
But they're all going to dash, which the summoners didn't have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, Karlach's not in the
I'll
fight
have
yet.
to, thanks. Moving it.
You guys have fun. Karnak, get over here. Or Karlak.
Nor is the imp at the moment.
Yeah, well, because it's invisible, so usually, yeah, immune to poison because they're made of mud.
Yeah, they're well, also just because of their methods in general.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Yeah, death burst. They'll do basically 2d6 damage to things within 2 meters of them when they die.
Oh shit, dark vision.
Yeah,
I
dark vision.
believe it doesn't specify it there, but I believe they also create muddy terrain in the burst as well.
I don't know if the burst does mighty terrain. They do a spray that does mighty terrain. I know that much.
Yeah, but whatever causes it, this whole battlefield ends up a muddy fuck pile.
There will be muddy terrain.
I'm coming for you.
Ah, 1 hit point short for that method.
Don't get to reapply your hunter's mark.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're gonna die in 1 hit anyways.
It's Friday.
Yeah, the Woodwoods also have a fair amount of HP, which makes them additionally annoying.
Yeah,
Yep.
they have HP regeneration. Like, you really need to get fire into them.
The blade will not
Because
bend.
fire will turn off their
Finding my way.
regen. Granted, that one's standing in water right now, so it's also wet, so it's going to take less fire damage.
Yep.
As is that one. How dare they?
Yeah, we're just going to have you... Try to make sure we get rid of that method.
I can't tell. It does not look like the terrain is more muddied over there than it was before.
Yes, it is.
No, it is. Yep. Okay. So their explosion does it.
Oh, yeah, more summons. Yeah, because also just mud in the area, but...
I mean, it's a swamp. One would hope, or rather expect.
Make sure we do a slashing weapon.
Got to press on.
Well, that's just nasty.
And they do mud breath, which makes you muddy. Halves your movement speed. Attack rolls against you have disadvantage or advantage, while attack rolls that you make have disadvantage.
I'm not gonna lie, I had forgotten for a minute that our character was named Goblin.
Yep.
And I was trying to find the Goblin on the field when it said that Goblin goes this turn.
Very well.
No one's really really hurt, so save that. That one's out of water. There we go. Takes care of one of them. Thankfully, the summons don't hit that hard.
I mean, they hit hard enough to break concentration on a Hex.
Which is nonsense, because it should have only been like DC 2.
Yep.
I'm your roll of 1.
It didn't show what you roll for your saves.
No.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Apologies, I was later than I expected.
Very good. Out of this water. You would miss.
Feel good.
Yep. If I didn't know any better, and I do know better, I would swear that this game intentionally rolls low for players.
A concentration check, by the way, looking at the rules, can never actually be lower than 10.
Ah.
That makes
The
sense.
DC is 10 or half the damage taken, whichever is higher.
No entangle for you.
Now, that being said, it is still a little ridiculous, because if I do remember correctly, the feat we took on Will was Warcaster.
Yep.
That sounds right.
Path.
Meaning he should have advantage on that, meaning he rolled shitty twice.
I don't know where I can see feats.
Not important right now.
Finding my way.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, we might not have. We might have decided to put that one off till later.
Yeah, we made it stats. Because I think we could do 2
Yeah.
stats with them.
What should I do?
Yeah, I think that might have been the case now that we mention it, because I think that might have been the whole, like, concentration isn't really going to be too much of an issue until later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing hits super hard at this point, so getting the bonus isn't going to be as important.
Yeah, most of the time it's going to be a 10 DC concentration check.
Well, well. Look what we have.
Because,
here.
like, honestly, if it's much more than a 10 DC, I'm more worried about being dead than I am about passing the concentration check.
Yeah.
Seeing
If
as
you're
that
being
means
hit
they
by
had to,
20 or more.
yeah, that means they have to at least 22 damage in a single hit for it to be an 11 DC. So
Yeah, knowing that it is base 10 makes it a little bit more useful, but here's a fancy shield we can get. This is a shield that can do Ensnare and Strike. A little bit of bludgeoning damage that can Ensnare. Once per short rest.
On my way.
There's these great bracers if you happen to be a monk or some other unarmed attacker. island. We'll go back to the tea house. Going to talk to who I presume is normally the death frog you spoke of.
Pretty sure it's right over in this area. And yeah, if you talk to this frog before Ethel is gone, it is insane and just kills you, or tries to. It is actually an extremely tough fight.
Come on, let's go.
It has like 22 AC. So yes,
Yeah.
I can see this being an absolute pain in the ass if you actually...
It's like a 22 AC. It's got like a 20 dex, and its attacks count as finesse.
also gives you madness on, or a chance for madness on hit.
Uh-huh.
And has opportunity attack.
Well, everything has opportunity.
Everything has opportunity attack. That's just a reaction.
Yeah, that's your standard AoE.
Yes.
And reactive mucus, so AC increased by 2 and reflects the first projectile attack back to the attacker.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can see that being a pain if you actually try to fight this thing.
Yeah, ask me how Asterion went down in one hit with his ridiculous assassin sneak attack.
This frog's actually kind of cute. I wish it could be a party member.
Present!
I want you on my team, especially since I know I wouldn't have to gear you.
Present is death.
Present might be death.
Present is my guess.
I mean, it could be death for someone else.
Here! Shiny! Bye!
My gift is the ability to go underground. Don't ask questions.
There's a couple of scrolls. Gold.
Okay, so it involves death, just not for you.
I mean, at least one of those scrolls was fog cloud, so not really.
I didn't want to speak with dead, but...
Yeah, the
Yeah,
other one
like-
is Speak with Dead, which was what I was referencing. It involves the dead, which, means death was involved.
Looking ahead.
Okay.
With haste.
And we're going to pop back to camp real quick, since we're mostly out of resources. Not on account of the Woodwood fight, but more on account of the fact of Auntie Ethel.
Yeah. The Woodwood fight was mostly done with whatever was left.
Yep.
Good time for a chat.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Off topic, but related to our streams. Our pool of possible
I'm
thing
sure
in
you
Wonder
do,
Trade has increased
But
drastically.
please try to understand that it's not
DLC
something I
came
can
out.
just talk about freely.
And apparently, the way it's designed, you do not actually need the DLC to be able to get the new Pokemon. You just can't go to the regions where they spawn for capturing them yourself.
Makes sense.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? Curious. Most are afraid of my lady. I think I did well by joining you. Most agreeable company.
I think I could take her.
Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them. If you're sure.
Well, how are you holding up?
Well met.
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine.
Also emerges covered in
I
blood.
feel the weight of
Who'da
these
guessed?
horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places.
Where are they?
I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror.
Can't show you. I'd have
What
to
do
put
you
up
see?
the just in case screen.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay
Of
their
what?
monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again. He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with...
Wait, does
a
that mean that if we
hero,
cut out his tongue, we can
a
sell it for
villain,
money?
and a moral.
We'll get a chance to cut out
A
Raphael's
farmer
tongue
made a
eventually.
deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you
Say,
think?
that doesn't sound necessarily like a devil as much as it does a fae.
Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost will be too great.
I don't know, I got a lot of gold.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Not my Star Trek commemorative plate collection.
Yo, what? No, I mean, just
What's on your mind?
fuck it. You know what? Just take it. Fuck it.
Oh, you already have one of those collections.
One can never live with just one of those collections. You need the full set multiple times over.
Of course.
You know, in case one breaks.
We have to have one for display, one for storage. One that you actually take out and play with.
Yeah.
I'm slightly disturbed by the fact that everybody wakes up at the exact same moment.
I just don't know why we haven't cleaned the giant blood rituals circle out of the middle of camp yet.
Look, the blood
It brings
ritual
the camp
circle
together.
really brings the camp together.
Glad you and I both went for the exact same thing.
Okay, so
In case you were wondering, by the way, you can actually talk to Withers about that and be like, I didn't mean to kill her, please bring her back. And he's like, nah, fuck off.
That's amazing. I love it.
let's see here.
I have to say, the thing that kind of bothers me about this compared to a regular D&D session is the map feels over-cluttered.
There's definitely a lot going on the map.
Like, it feels like any of these encounters would be a potential random encounter, but every single one of them has been rolled to exist. And you just can't go 10 feet without bumping into something else.
Well, it's a consequence of two separate things, I think. First thing is that a lot of Larian's games
Teddy
before
bear.
this...
What's hiding here?
It's just a teddy bear down here.
Oh, it's just a teddy bear.
Is this how you open the cups in Demolition Man? You say teddy bear?
Oh, that's never good.
Hmm.
But yeah, like the Larian's maps before this all usually focused on a single place. Like there was usually the beach and then the city next to the beach in
Yeah.
Divinity Original Sin 2, things like that. But in Baldur's Gate 3, they have much more expansive areas that they're working with. But they're still thinking in those compartmentalized kind of designs. So even though it's one huge map, you don't have the loading screens separating anything to make them feel like distinctive areas.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's also a symptom of Baldur's Gate in general, because Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 were like that as well. There was one scene that was like the marketplace, or one scene that was the shady district of Baldur's Gate.
No, yeah, that was because of the limitation of how much they, had to work with at the time. Same thing with like Neverwinter Nights.
Right, but they worked with that, and they put loading screens and zone transitions in sensible places to work around that limitation and make you think that they were distinctive areas.
Let's go deal some gnolls.
There is another place over here that I discovered that's kind of out of the way. I don't know if you know about it or not, or if I don't recall if we've been there. But there is the observation post up top of a hill next to where the ship crashed.
Yeah, I do know where that is. We can go run over there.
Yeah, we can get the Harper's Amulet.
Yeah. We'll talk about that as well, because there's something about that.
Yep.
I actually found that after starting this playthrough in my solo playthrough.
Yeah, I mostly found it at one point because I was looking at the map and I was like, there's this black spot here, right in the middle of stuff I've explored, and that bothers me. And I started poking at it and I was like, oh, it's up on top of a cliff. Can I even get there? And eventually, from poking around, I basically found the one actual path up to it.
It's up here. The way I actually found it is that if you hear where the ship is, this is the first place you can get to the left side of the ship, where there's the dock. There's a little peninsula thingy sticking off this way. Doesn't have anything really important on it. But if you're over here and look in this direction, actually the game doesn't show the mouse on stream.
Yeah.
But if you're on that little peninsula that's just west of where the dock is, that's west of the ship. There's actually a cave in the water, just to the north of that you can hop down to, and there's a little alcove, and in that alcove is a Harper missive that tells you where the Harper watch point is.
Posted. Oh, okay. Interesting.
So that's how I knew the Harper watch point was there, because I saw that when I was just doing a little bit of exploring.
That symbol in the blood, what does it mean?
Never wanted the easy path.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Ass. So these archers are going to be the most annoying thing in this fight.
Not surprising.
Not because the acid arrows they're doing right now, but eventually they're going to do triple attack, multi-attacks.
You.
Yeah, all Null Hunters have the ability to do that. The previous set just didn't last long enough to actually pull it off.
To be fair, I think I remember it from our multiplayer game.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that was the reason we had so many wipes.
Yeah, it is what kept destroying us in the multiplayer game was just the archer sitting up on the hill and triple shotting us.
Get out the acid. We're going to hopefully, since we actually got the old person off, also kill him before he ever makes an attack, because he can just spike damage upwards of like 30. So pretty much potentially just one-shot anyone in our group.
Unfortunate.
I mean, it's a flend.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a flint with a fancy weapon. Fine, Deo.
Let's cut with fire, baby.
Oh, can't rage because you're soulbound. That's annoying. Can't jump because you're soulbound.
Yep, just gotta walk. Yeah, turns out there are some classes where soul numb.
Pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster.
There are some classes where soul numb doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot, and there are some classes where it's like, wow, you have managed to effectively cripple all of my class features.
Your whole world as a meal.
I was like, you can rage, do a jumping attack down there? Oh wait, no, never mind.
Like, soul numb a wizard all you fucking want. Oh no, you've eliminated a couple spells.
Power courses through you. Authority.
Okay, 2 of the archers are down. That'll be useful.
Yeah, it should also... priority target is also the Fang of Yanogu.
Yeah.
That's the one that's got the soul-numbing effect going.
Battle favors the fearless. Coming through.
Good one. Fix that.
Say bye-bye.
doing a weird snap. You're gonna ping me. There we go.
Battle favors the fearless.
Okay, no flint.
Yep. Also removes a buff from all the other gnolls.
Yep. There's that triple shot multi-attack.
Yep.
What's this?
Ooh. I think this can get all the way up there.
This is one of those instances where, for all that 5th Ed is actually really quite good at what it does, there are some things where they just really fucked up the numbers, weren't really paying attention. Because that's not like a Baldur's Gate 3 thing, that's an actual Gnoll Hunter thing.
Yeah.
Mind you, I think the actual Gnoll Hunters in 5th Ed only get 2, but it's still, they are a 1/2 CR creature that can make 2 longbow attacks, dealing a D8 plus 2.
Yeah. It's just like, it's a lot.
Ready for another round?
Full-arm attack.
Moving.
Fly.
It only flies 6 meters. It can't actually get all the way up there.
Ah.
Yeah. It does not have the significant movement speed of the end.
Fair enough.
This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
Right up the butt. There we go.
I've got a long road ahead.
That'll have to do. By the gods, you're a sweet sight.
That fight
Are
has
any of
gotten
my
much
crew
has
still alive
gone
out there?
much worse before, so I'm fine with that.
Fair enough.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow.
Resin Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard. We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths. Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. little serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Never a dull moment.
So these are a whole deep and intricate lore thing in this setting that this game doesn't actually go that deep into, because they actually touched on it a fair amount in the other two Baldur's Gate games. But yeah, these guys are Zentarim.
Yeah, they're Zentrim. You can go to the Zentrim hideout, which we'll do.
Yeah. But even there, they only kind of briefly talk about it and don't go a whole lot into it. Also, yeah, that fucked up flail.
Yeah, you got the Shattered Flail, which is what he beats you with. So it's a +2 weapon at this point, which is something you're not going to see typically for a while. Also just heals you D6 every time you hit, but you can go mad if you don't continue hitting an enemy each turn. This is apparently a great weapon actually for a monk, because maces are monk weapons.
Yeah, it works really well for monks. It also is a decent weapon for barbarians, since typically speaking, you're going to want to attack each turn anyways to keep your rage up.
Yeah.
So there's not much downside to it.
Yeah, like monks have the ability to zip around pretty quickly if they need to, and just throw enough of a volume of attacks that you can typically make sure you're always swinging every turn.
I'll take that. What's inside?
Also, a fancy rapier. Or scimitar.
Yep.
Gives you momentum whenever you hit. Momentum is a, 3-meter speed boost, if I remember correctly.
Sounds right.
It is not +1, just has the extra effect. So, we probably won't use it just because it's worse for us. Less damage than we do right now anyways.
Still breathing, despite everything. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Yeah, so this is their chest that they're guarding.
That's curious.
It has an enchantment on it. Basically, if we open this chest, like we decide we want to open the chest or kill them and open the chest or whatever, the people who this quest deals with are aware the chest has been opened.
Right tool will do the trick.
I do know what's in that chest. We are not going to actively steal it, but it could be used for shenanigans. It has... close to the edge. I'd have to go look over here. It has a iron bottle in it that contains a spectator.
Yep.
What's a spectator?
A spectator is a type of beholder.
Ah, okay. I guess I should have guessed that from the name.
Yeah, it's like a lesser beholder that has fewer eye stalks than a full-blown beholder. It is hostile to everything when it's freed, so you can kind of like throw it into fights, do fight stuff if you try and stay out of the fight.
That's pretty funny.
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
Well, they made a perception check and then they stepped directly onto it.
House of the Dead all over again. Oh look, a landmine. Boom.
I don't know. What would do with these 20 thieves tools? Ah, yes, this is a glove specific for Barbarian, effectively. If you choose to end your rage, you get 15 temporary hit points. Carla currently has Absolute's Bane. We could move that on to Shadowheart, who really doesn't need to use this, because she's not a paladin. And...
Yeah, it's like an extremely fringe case. You very rarely choose to end your rage by choice, by choice. But in the event it does happen,
you're more likely to choose to end your rage early if you're actually playing the Berserker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because one of the whole mechanics the Berserker has, the Berserker subclass.
You're fucked up for like twice as long as you raged, basically.
Well, it's not even that, because rage doesn't actually do any like status effect on you afterwards. Like regular Barbarian rage does, but for Baldur's Gate they didn't. But what it does, the core thing that the Berserker gets is that it can do swift action throw or swift action attack.
Right.
But every time it does one of those, it gets a stacking debuff that reduces its attack by 1. So you
but
could
that's
do
cleared by coming out of rage.
But it's cleared by coming out of rage. So you could do a couple rounds where you basically throw your extra attacks, and then once your penalty to hit gets low enough that you're concerned about it, you can then stop your rage prematurely and then restart to get going in. This is basically just a trap. There's nothing special in here. This giant rock will fall and crush you.
Your prize is death.
Pretty much.
There's some miscellaneous crap down there, or can be, because again, those are like barrels. They have the same random loot table rolls as just about anything else, but it's not worth it for the giant rock.
Yeah. Barrels also don't tend to contain the best stuff.
Food and gold sometimes.
Sure enough.
Gold is straight up a surprisingly scarce resource.
Burning.
Yeah, Walking's Rest is burning.
Yeah.
So it is spoken, and so is it done. He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
That's harsh.
Yep.
He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist.
Serve the flaming fist!
Drow and goblins.
I am the law!
Please, just leave me be.
Those voice lines are ingrained in my fucking brain.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Grant you Raven Guard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push!
I can't not pass that roll as long as I don't roll double ones.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys do all the work.
2, 1, push!
Okay,
You're welcome.
I know my character. I could not have kicked that door down.
Hello? Can you hear me?
That is a level of strength that Goblin does not have.
We don't have much time. Fight out!
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
Help! Can anyone hear me?
That's wow.
That's an option.
Okay.
I think that's it. Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here? The smoke. I can't see a damn thing. Right. I'll try to keep up.
Alright, once the actual fire thing starts, it goes into turn-based mode.
Raced, yep.
Way to go still. Onward.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the fire will basically grow and spread. Where's Will? Will.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
That's great.
Sometimes stuff like that happens.
Yeah, it's especially common with like jump padding, where they'll go to make their jump, but somebody else is standing in like the only place they can actually jump to, so it just like stops them and then doesn't retry again ever.
Yeah, never like pathfinds. Like, well, I've done all I can. Oh, you're gonna be useless.
There's no time to waste.
You. Get out.
Moving in.
I have to be over there to hit that door.
Whatever comes, I'm ready. I must keep going.
He slaughtered everyone. Mary. Mary. No.
You can
2
do it,
steps
Will.
at a time.
Damn, it's good to be alive. Saddle up.
These things have stayed interesting. Should mind my step.
Done.
Great God, help. Allow us peace in this plane and beyond. certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken.
Heading
So
out.
is it done.
You,
I could use
person
company.
complaining over your dead friend, help.
Flaming Fist. They're not capable of doing functional things.
Harsh but true.
Fist on fire is kind of a terrible metaphor.
Let's get in. If you insist.
It's like all you idiots just standing in front of the door doing nothing.
Nice to rest.
The Flaming Fist are a fantasy answer to what if cops were even worse at doing anything productive.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
We can talk when you get me out of here.
Can't afford to stay idle. Let's try this way.
Come. I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
No time to waste.
Can't give up now. Very well.
Time to go. Oh, hi, Will. How's it going outside?
Work to do.
Things are going fine.
I'll go this way.
Defender of the people.
Hey ho. Let's ride.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Don't burn yourself.
Fresh air. At last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Eva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see
Isn't that
it
like
through.
literally the Flaming Fist job?
Josh.
It has not yet been 5 minutes since I was just
A
explaining
champion
how
indeed.
utterly useless the
He's
Flaming
the
Fist
invisible
is.
force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him. By the time aid arrives, it might be too late. You've the heart of a dragon and the will of a hero.
You've known me for like 5
Tell
seconds.
me I can count on you. Thank you.
I mean, I'll do it.
And should your
Dragon,
courage
but-
falter, remember
We are the
king's
Flaming
generosity.
Fist. Our primary purpose is keeping law and
Go.
order in Baldur's Gate
You
and the
should pick up
realms
the
nearby.
drow trail with
Didn't you
ease.
guys, like,
I will
literally
seek
cultivate one of the
reinforcements and
spawn of
join
the
you
god
right
of
now.
murder, thereby leading to large
Fist,
sections of the city
to work.
getting demolished?
Look, things happen.
Not all
You
of
have
us.
the waft of adventurers about you.
So you have one of three
Sparky
options.
points.
we can get the Sparky Points, which is a trident. Basically, all these have like electric or lightning charge stuff. So whenever you hit with a weapon, you get lightning charges. We have the Jolt Shooter, which is just a longbow, a longbow that gets lightning charges whenever you shoot with it. Or the Sparkler, which does lightning charges whenever you cast a spell or cantrip with it.
Well, we don't have anyone using staves, really. So
no, but we could actually put this on Will.
Eh?
It does trigger anytime there's a cantrip. We'll probably end up grabbing the Jolt Shooter, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What now?
Will has something to say.
If not over, then through.
Why'd you guys leave me behind?
I think you're proficient. All right.
She's half elf.
Oh yeah. No, not proficient longbows.
Oh, that's right. Short bow, I think, is what they get from the elven stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the hunting short bow should work on her because that's the short bow.
Yeah, we'll give her the hunting short bow, and we will take the Jolt Shooter since we have just martial proficiency from our Bard subclass. What's up, Will?
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravengard's been taken. I know him better than most. He's my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
You keep so many secrets.
You heard right. My father and
Sure, I
I
knew
were
that.
close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate.
I don't know. Bards are
can't
kind of
tell
the
you
hey, I know that kind
the
of
pact
class.
forbids it.
Did
Although this
he-
was Baldurian,
literally.
Yeah, I mean, this is just literally because you're
Made
from
me an
Baldur's
exile.
Gate.
Did he
That
kick you
said,
out because you made a
I'm
pact
not
with the
about to let
devil?
him suffer at the hands of his
No,
creators.
no, probably yes. I think you're onto something.
I've been asking myself the same
And
question. What makes a Duke of
also,
Baldur's
yeah,
Gate so interesting to the Drow?
Shadowheart is actually
Even the
proficient
houses
with
of
short
men's
bows just because they're
Oberonsen would
simple
have
weapons
little
and
use
clerics
for
have
my
simple
father.
weapon proficiency.
Yeah.
They don't actually. Half elves don't
No,
actually get the
this
elven
is no
weapons
Drow
and stuff. They
plot.
get the Fey ancestors
These
stuff.
absolute
right.
nutters, these true souls are behind
I
his
was
abduction.
misremembering.
If she
His
was full elf,
absence
she would have
alone
longbow.
will sow chaos
Yes.
in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father.
Technically, we would be able to wield the longbow if
future
we were
of the
actually full
Soul
elf.
Yes.
Whether or not we got
Had.
full proficiency from doing the Battle Bard one.
Yep.
I know. And you're right.
But yeah, they
My
get
story
Dark
is one
Vision
of two
and
men.
the Fey ancestry stuff
Blade
from
of
elf side, and then
frontiers.
they get skill
A
versatility
man
from the
hunting
human
the
side.
fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the blade, not the shadow he left behind. I'm all for it. Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblets. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Baldur, stubborn as a deep Rothay. Daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance. It's been a badger's age since I've twinkled my toes. A drunk ogre could put on a better show. Well, give it some time. Develop a bond and maybe I'll show you a move or two. I promise. Clumsy
I do actually
oath is
genuinely
well
like
within
Will's
my
kind of
repertoire.
story and background in this.
Goblins can't read.
What's in here?
Rude.
Excellent armor. Strange place to find it.
Is it actually excellent armor? Oh yeah, the
It's drow leather.
The
so
two-
it
two
is
AC
better.
drow.
Yeah, it is better than regular leather armor. But we don't have anybody that's really going to benefit from it, I don't think.
I will, because we'll have a simple Jurgen right
Oh,
now.
you're...
I'm pretty sure I can wear medium, but...
Yes, because you went College of Swords.
Yeah. College of Valor.
Valor. That I don't know if it does or not.
I know it gives shields. I don't know.
Yeah, medium armor. It does do medium armor. I knew swords did medium armor. I couldn't remember if Valor did or not.
Miri. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me. I was in our room. We had a fight. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here. I'm sorry, Miri. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Sweet.
Hey, good looking. Up to. Open up.
Something over there.
Dig, dig, dig. Why did you bury a carrot?
Get more carrots.
That's technically how that works, but not when you bury it in a chest.
I don't want to get dirty. I don't get dirty carrots.
So true.
Yo, free ox.
Monsters everywhere. Kill.
Oh no. Frightened dogs is a kill boner.
give me a choice? You're not like them. I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend. An attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many. Yes, it was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming.
I like this guy.
He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest.
Good talk, Hawks.
Still alive. So that's progress. Don't waste a step.
This is the spot Rugen marked. Doesn't look like much.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger! Oh, Helm's Orbs. I thought you were Flaming Fist. Well, down you go then. They'll be on us soon, so if you're looking to trade, you best be quick. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
Oh, there it is. Key of some sort.
Let's have a look. Look at that.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Hold on. That's the lad who saved us from the gnolls.
You revealed our location. That tongue gets any looser, Rugen, I'll cut it out. Come down then. Seems you're a friend of the family.
I don't know what we're disarming on this rock.
You're disarming the rock itself.
Like, I mean, yes, it just broke, but... Come on, move. There you go.
What's that smell?
Is it blood?
What's that?
There's a letter.
You don't want to keep Zarus waiting. Believe me.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Well,
Don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done? If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. Let's say we're his patrons, yeah? Found him wandering the wilds alone. He needs protection. And if his paintings cover our costs, so much the better, eh? You've got an eye for quality. Every noble in Baldur's Gate will be after one of these. Tell him I sent you. And if he stains it up with his sniffling, there'll be hell to pay.
Okay, so I think you're
Something I can help you with?
Mostly sells dyes, wizard bane oil.
Correctly, there is another vendor further back in the caves who has like some actual stuff.
Yeah, I'm just clearing out stuff we have right now.
Yeah, may as well take all the gold off this guy if we can, or as much of it as we can get, because gold is just gold. Always works.
Yep. No. You have random junk that you can sell as well. Oh right, we got you a helper.
Here, make your fella draw me.
We'll not have the effect, but we'll have the longer reach.
Yep.
Go when you want.
Buds. You. Zaris may have welcomed you, but I can see you're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me. Selling my... I am not some lower city coin lad offering you a tumble. I am an artist.
Are you now?
My patron will reward you for my rescue. Tenfold, whatever ransom you pay, I guarantee it. As far as you're concerned, she may as well be the coin maiden herself. But there will be time for questions later. Please, speak to Brem. I need to see the sun again.
You seem a nice soul. I'm glad we didn't have to kill you.
I owe you one for saving my people. The Zentarim look out for their own, even if it's Rugen. That's worth some coin. And my thanks. Our trader can show you some of our more exotic items now, but don't delay. This place is likely to be rubble soon. Someone kidnapped a duke, right on our bloody doorstep. The Flaming Fist will need someone to blame. I don't plan on it being us.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah.
That drink I promised will have to wait. We're moving out. The elf song's my local. Look me up if you're in the city.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Had a peach of a shot on you as you came in.
Oh. That's cute. Not sure why I waited until we switched to Karlach to give us that reward, but that's cute.
The dark smells wrong. Not night dark. Wheaten dark.
All right.
Around and around again. Master gets confused, I think.
What's that?
That's an issue.
I hear you clicking, but I see nothing's happening.
Well, you should also be able to see if there's no HUD anymore.
Oh. I mean, there's the 4 things down below, but yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's
They're in dialogue mode, but
that's because I'm stuck in a dialogue.
Huh.
There we go.
Growl indeed.
That broke it. Just another treasure room.
Careful. No stone scent. No stone sound. Strange stone here.
Fangs in those things. I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've
I
been
played
decent to
Gloomhaven.
me
I'm with her on
so
this
far.
one. Fuck wolves.
Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
Wolves, though. They're just dogs. No field manners.
Really? Some might think it makes me a liability. Maybe that's what I like about you. You're different.
Okay, it's just a big puppy.
Are you
Wouldn't
stuck in
bring you
another
down here
conversation?
if
Oh,
I
there we
were
go.
you. See all that smoke powder? The flaming fist won't find nothing here but rubble.
Yeah, I think the regular shop guy has an expanded shop now. I think what it actually is.
Something I can help you with?
Yeah. So once he gets the approval to open up his shop, he has more stuff. So we can get.
Yeah, I knew there was more to buy here than just like dyes and potions.
Jolty vest. Shocks people if you have lightning charges and they attack you. Sends people reeling for 2 turns when attacked. Additional damage equal to strength. Standard armor, standard armor. Advantage on sleight of hand checks. These can cast Hail of Thorns, which is a like shoot arrow attack thing.
Yep.
Panther chain sword, leather armor. +1 rapier that has a bunch of secondary things. Flourish, piercing strike, weakening strike, and searing blood. Which just has fire damage on it, and then extra fire damage, but you take damage yourself when you use it. Oh, actually we have +1 glaive. We will buy that for Karlach.
Yay!
So that's war pick and dagger. That will be a magical weapon that'll work with the defender sentinel stuff.
I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about.
I was told there'd be battles, not this hide and seek stuff.
All right, so maybe I was fishing. No fooling you. He's all yours. Don't forget to feed him. He balls something proper.
Where is the glaive? There we go.
I can't say I've ever been bought before. How much did I fetch? No, don't tell me. There's nothing so depressing as learning one's true value. Well, you should at least know what you've paid for. I am the Oscar Fevras, at your service. A genuine pleasure. I'm in your debt.
I am the Goblin.
My betrothed, I should say. Assuming Lady Janeth still wishes to marry me after our little falling out.
Quite. It seems we are destined to doomed romances, are we not?
She offered me a future. And so, in a fit of madness, I told her of my past. Of the woman I'd loved before she found me. Love still, in truth. She was less than pleased. I made a timely retreat into the countryside to paint and clear my head. To choose.
Looking at this guy makes me think of Adam Warlock.
Oh, absolutely none. Fame and wealth suit me very well, no doubt. And yet, I think of that first love, and I hesitate. Likely I'm going mad. Regardless, we have more immediate concerns. Your reward once I've returned to the city, for one. Say, I don't suppose you could spare some coin, could you? Ease the discomforts of the road some. I suppose I can endure the walk sober. Suffering has become an old friend, after all.
Like, if you want booze, we
Until
have plenty
Baldur's
of
Gate,
booze. Give you all the food stuff you'll ever need. Okay. Tea house. this connect to the tea house?
Oh.
Hold on. That just seems wrong. Oh. We can't unlock it. Huh. Interesting. I think both exits have things, but that's interesting. There's a hidden secret elevator. I don't know how we can actually use that elevator, though. Interesting.
You're a friend of the Zent now. That's worth something in Baldur's Gate. Assuming we make it back there in one piece.
No, I don't know how we can actually activate that, so I'm not going to worry about it. So we'll hop back out here for one of the other things that was mentioned. Let's return to Zevlor. We need to give him more time. He'll be able to talk to him now. That's where the Goblin camp is. It's the tea house, which always has a marker on it for some reason.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, so as Bograt mentioned earlier, there's a Harper chest. It's just up on this little area here. That like isn't super obvious. You basically just have to jump up onto this section to be able to go all the way up. See, it's not actually opening.
Something the matter?
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders. A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Reach for it! Reach for it! Yep, those sure are spiders.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within.
Sounds delicious.
One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by
I have music to these spiders.
You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
It's more coins.
Okay, that's still problematic.
Yeah. Game is definitely acting up tonight.
Okay, we're gonna drop a save and then reload.
I was about to say.
Because we do kind of need to be able to have containers open. Seems like that's an important feature of the game. Whoa.
All those bags. That is interesting that it actually kept track of all the stuff that you opened, but just didn't open the windows themselves.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Now. Okay, descriptions are loading properly now as opposed to load everything at once.
Best be on my way.
As a spider egg sac.
That is a heavy fucking spider egg sac.
I'm gonna guess we can throw that and it will make a spider. Nice. And this pendant that just casts guidance.
Necklace has a harper sigil. Why were they here?
That would mean you could actually replace.
And now just cast guidance.
Shadow.
Yeah, we're keeping Shadow around. She's fine.
I mean,
it's a convenient way if you don't want to have Shadowheart in your party to still have access to basically the most useful utility spell in the game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Now, like at some point you'll get better amulets, but
already again. Oh, that's why it was saving.
Okay.
But yeah, just a weird little side area that's almost impossible to stumble across by accident.
Like if you had the camera turned the right way, you might be able to see this a climbable wall because they'll use the same like visual
texture.
And like once you get your head in that there's all sorts of like weird little side things you can jump up, you might be able to figure like, oh, I could probably jump up that, but it's not very obvious unless you know it's there. Or like you could tell in the map. That's another way to tell, because the map has like lighter coloring for areas you can actually travel in.
Yep.
I think it's time for a goblin camp. I don't think we have anything else we have to do in the region.
There is like one other thing we could go do over here, but it's not wholly necessary.
What's that?
We can head to the bridge over by the mountain pass to trigger the encounter with the Gith.
Which is fine, so we actually want to go back up and finish
Hit
out.
Joaquin's rest anyways, yeah.
He should be past grieving, at least to the point we can talk to him now.
Yeah. Yeah, again, another one where it's an area where technically you take certain, talk to certain people or whatever, you get sort of given a hint to like go over here, but you can also just wander over here on your own.
Yeah, I think we would have to have Lizelle in the party, because she would talk to the guy in the Druid's Grove, which sent us here.
Yep.
Like, hey, there's Gith over there. Come on.
What's the story?
No one stopped me yet. Need to find a way forward. Wish I had a bag of holding. Anything of use?
So it is spoken, and so is it done.
You're just gonna stay here?
I promise my shield and my sword, Vigilant One. Let them be my courage.
Apparently the answer is yes.
What's up for discussion?
It's for a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left.
I think I actually know where that is.
Surprised this hay hasn't gone up in flames yet.
You'd think some starving beast would have eaten this hay by now.
Something's hidden in that hay.
Light on my feet.
There's also, if you like go fully around the back end of the buildings, there's a little like alcove tucked off to one side that has some stuff in it, like right against the wall of the place.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her. To say goodbye.
Yeah, go over there. Not like a ton of stuff, just some containers.
Something over there.
There's Also a burrow hole if you got somebody of a smaller race.
We're painting called the Beloved Ranger. There's a bridge.
Bridge.
Maybe I need more pockets. Look at that beast. Seems almost too big to take flight.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
We realize if we can, adjust our camera angle and take a look at it, game.
You can see the shadow. Like, we know it's a dragon.
That thing can swallow us in a gulp.
I mean, yes, but we don't get to see what color it is.
It's red. We can literally have seen it before.
Ah.
There is a telescope at the Tiefling camp, or the Druid Grove.
Hold up before they see you, Gresham. What? Apart from the dragon? Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good.
Maybe don't yell.
I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way.
Be surprised.
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone. Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around. Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Good here. I hope.
Drop your weapons!
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Want to see the dragon?
Yep. To be fair, that's how I want to see a dragon. It being badass attacking other people, not me.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
Stay clear of those Gith. Even the Blade of Frontiers has his limits.
I'm sure they're friendly if we had what's-her-face with us. I wonder if she's disappeared from your camp like she has from ours.
No. She's in the camp.
Yeah, we're not going to fight a dragon, so...
Although, yes, if you do have Lizelle in your party, or you yourself are a Gith, you actually just have a conversation with them.
That's neat.
We'll drop a save and go down there and see what happens.
It can turn hostile.
Yeah.
But if you're not an idiot, it doesn't.
What easy prey you make, walking right within my blade's embrace.
These creatures are so simple to ensnare, Beretta.
You mule too much about your task.
Forgiveness, Kithrak.
And as for you, tell me, why shouldn't I run you through this instant?
Of course you are not a threat. You are nothing until I tell you otherwise.
For you to keep sucking air, it is necessary for you to tell me something of worth.
A vessel fell from the sky. We seek a precious weapon that was taken from it.
You feel Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicion cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
She has it.
Help us find it, and I will leave your blood
that is actually an option.
Unspilled.
I'm glad they have that as an option.
Don't
Not
tell
that we
them a
would.
thing. We're dead if you do.
Produce the artifact.
Do not speak. Your bleating offends my ears. Just stand still.
He begins to move his hand in a quick flurry of gestures.
Don't resist it. He'll peck your knees.
He has what? He has watched the anime Naruto.
You realize he's casting Detect Thoughts.
Why are you picturing me naked?
Nothing even
Stop
approaching
that!
a useful thought in that skull. I ought to just kill you.
Counter my own Detect Thoughts.
I love that this interaction with this guy has taken 3 inspiration points.
It's all good. That's what they're for.
Yeah.
My blade is my right. If I can take your life, it is mine. But perhaps you have other uses. Very well, Istik. Seek out survivors from the ship that crashed on this wretched world. Bring me their heads. Bring me the weapon. If you succeed, the reward will be great. Now go.
Dumbass. What was that?
The animation for him riding that dragon looks a little weird.
Anything of use?
Hey, look, free flaming pistol loot.
Yep.
You're over encumbered.
You're over encumbered.
Oh, yeah.
They are sworn to carry your burdens.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of strength, so.
Armor weighs more than weapons, typically. So that should be like the first thing you should transfer over to pack mules.
I mean, I'm moving all of it, so.
I know.
Alright, well, this very heavy spider egg.
Yeah!
That sounds like a weird children's book.
The heavy spider egg.
A very heavy spider egg.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
So, just a quick question here. Have any of you guys seen survivors from that ship? Will, Shadowheart, Karlak?
How much further can I
Any
go?
idea?
I mean, there was that one Mind Flayer that was still alive, then we killed it.
Oh, that's true. There was a Mind Flayer, but he died. It's unfortunate.
Due to inclement weather, seek marked detour.
We are not actually going to go to the mountain pass.
No, not yet. 'Cause that's major storyline progress, and if we do it before we do the Goblin Camp, bad things happen.
Correct. Yes, you can
That might be worth a look.
like go straight there if you want. It even gives you a warning.
Yep.
That actually going to the mountain pass basically progresses everything that happens in the grove.
Fair enough.
Now.
Did you ever actually take the time to stop by the village to sell stuff?
I mean, we could, but we sold stuff recently.
Okay, so we did do it recently.
We sold stuff at the Zentarim camp.
Yep.
That's right.
And we haven't
Sorry,
really gone very many places past that yet, so.
Sorry, I was a little distracted earlier, was poking my head into the Pokemon DLC. One of the things I had been hoping for was
did we actually put the Glaive +1 on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew we picked it up. I
another
wasn't
reason
sure if
to
we
be
actually
here.
equipped it.
Fexite.
As the symbol glows,
Call me a
power courses
Fexite.
through you. Authority.
Oh, my attempt to speak bullshit didn't work. I'm not wasting inspiration on that.
Walker?
Yep.
Celebrating a raid, we are. You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it.
Yeah, not doing that.
No, we're not going to drink an elixir of Colossus to throw poop at this man.
My eyes! You shitey fexite!
Fair. Worth it.
Also, we are surprisingly far away from the guy that we were standing right next to. Oh, that's gonna hurt them all.
Oh, it's not going to hurt anything.
Oh, it's very
fair
far.
It's going to give advantage to things.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we don't have access to AoE spells with that big a radius yet.
And we're actually out of second level spells on him, so I can't do shatters.
Yeah.
Aye, aye.
Do that.
Let's finish this. Moving.
Battle favors the fearless.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fleet of foot.
MP, you say?
I'm going for the alarm!
Yep.
No alarm for you.
That's not how this game works.
I mean, I like the thing you can do with that as a bard. You can play a drinking song on it, and apparently it does encourage a later group to drink.
Ah.
I looked it up because we did it in or I did it in our multiplayer run, and I made note about that one group that we encountered after this had the like slightly drunk effect on them. It was specific because I played the drinking song on the drum.
Feel my mistress's rush.
Forever dauntless.
Knock you out of melee range of Karlach, so you have to walk back into melee range of Karlach.
Yep.
You suck.
With haste.
Yay, 1 HP.
And it still gives a blessing.
That's fair.
Go on.
My faith will protect me. On I go.
No holding back. No time to waste.
Have a lot on my mind.
Oh, it also, anytime combat ends, it'll drop her automatically out of rage.
But
the temporary
they
hit
don't
points
last long enough for to matter in that instance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not like until next long rest or anything like that, so.
At the ready. Don't mind if I do.
Bucket.
What's inside?
You're in comfort again.
Yep.
You say camp supplies.
Like each of those pig heads is like 3 pounds, I think.
Yeah.
They weigh a ton.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
not
I
even-
think that is what-
They're not even worth that much. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I think that is actually what put me over last night. Because I thought it was like the amulet, but like no, I also had grabbed like a whole bunch of camp supplies.
Yeah, they add up real quick.
So much for the flaming fist, eh? You ain't here. We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, gnolls snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the flaming fist? Pile of smoking corpses. You ain't know the broken road? Nah. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North.
Roll two! Tribe? Tribe! Tribe! Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
Boss Ragslin, eh? Must be the goblin in charge.
Attention!
Where do I go from here?
Thanks for the info.
Something good here. I hope. Let's have a look. These boots have seen everything.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
Hear,
The
feel,
voice is irresistible.
think.
You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely
I
stronger,
would know.
and turned against you.
It's
vision
me, a
clouds,
Slurpee.
leaving you in a dark,
And a
reachless
bag of
shadowscape.
Godettos.
Nothingness in every direction. Then there are three figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prison, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Fear by D20.
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain
The
from
most
you,
powerful doesn't
pushing
keep
the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Nice one, Shadowheart. That thing in your pocket seems powerful as hell.
Put it on a stick and hit someone with it.
Trust me, I will. Let's keep going. My faith will guide me.
Sharp as ever.
What a charmer.
I'm talented. Have to keep going.
trap.
Idiots. You even saw it.
It is sorry.
With a flick of the wrist.
Oh, now we can do roll one. That's very nice. That's nice. And Klaga the Goblin is in love with Nadira.
Love letter for the ages.
Seems the Githyanki are keen to reclaim the artifact I carry. I can't afford that to happen. In fact, none of us can. That thing is shielding us somehow. I don't want to know what happens if we lose it. I only know
I'm
what
sure
I
we'll be
know.
fine.
I was ordered to retrieve it, and that's what I intend to do. The rest is immaterial to me. Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the Githyanki and bring it to Baldur's Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own.
Time to get going.
I'm talented.
That's
Something over
curious.
there.
Dirt.
Hey, what are we doing?
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Actually, the two's still fine. We are very good at deception.
We're very good at deception, and that guy was very easily deceived.
Whoop. That's a shame.
You could curdle warg milk with that ugly mug.
Wow.
That was very nice.
Fucking rude.
Stupid dead bastard. Give him a good kicking. He deserves it. He killed my mum and dad. Made a bloody orphan of me.
Understandable then, I suppose. Give him an extra kick for me, child.
Well, yeah. They was nasty old geezers. Wanted to cut 'em a raggedy new smile myself some days. Don't mean we can't enjoy putting the boot into this prick a stick, though. You look like you think you're hard. Mess with us, and you'll end up like this bleeder. Oh, you're real tough, bullying a kid. Sod off, or I'll fetch my mum. She was as tough as wood make before the Absolute came along. Now, she could punch out a dragon. Stop pestering us, you old fogey. What do you call a dress knickers? Undergarments.
Oh no, combat has initiated.
You sought a fight, and now you have one.
No! We surrender! Fine, take him, just leave us.
That's a real shame.
Well, well, well.
Let's move. Can't slow down.
A bit much, but okay.
It was a bit much, I'll give you that.
The joke wasn't that bad. Heyo.
Wasn't it? Wasn't it? I mean, not really, but...
Oh yeah, there's a killer there. That's terrible. We should go.
Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her. And now it's a nest for some filthy goblins.
Goblin a stranger in a reckon it can fly.
We have to find out who
Recoil of your bust!
these goblins can.
A new age is dawning with goblins and trust. Mountains, great portals, all hinders to quake.
I should speak up.
The true souls are coming, the Louders awake.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it? Nicked him off the dead, didn't I?
At least you're honest.
Yeah. Alright, look, I'm gonna be honest. We're goblins. What you see is what you get with us.
Ah, the returning pike. The pike that returns when you throw it. Doomhammer. That's not terrible, actually. Those aren't terrible either. Part of me would like to believe that when I hand this goblin a bunch of goblin weapons to pay for this. Where'd you get these? Nicked them off the dead? Fair enough.
Hey, just the
Get moving. I've got other customers.
Goblin kind will appease you and frown you and redden. His name is Droraxon, his voice absolute. Wise massive. His truth will disarm you and
That's right, that doesn't count as armor, so you're wearing the... Actually, more useful over there. And then we will put on Archery wizards.
The true souls are coming, their Lounders awake. Here follow, I cry far and wide for back off! Draw Raxlins with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid. Draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn.
We like rhymes.
The captives were many. Goblet
Hey. I like
reduce
rhymes.
them to cowering filfenny. So
We practice proper grammar in this camp. Now rub this shit in the face.
Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you galad.
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
That was good. Carry it on, Pigeon.
And if you saw him kill Mannings, you'd have to yell, Fa!
I don't get it.
Why? He's a meatier creature than any I've spied. Oh, Balderdash.
Oi, stranger! You meddling with my pigeon. He's talking stupid now.
Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him.
Wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon. Back to your cage.
Now look what you've done.
Come on.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Idiots.
It's good to be among allies, isn't it? The Absolute's blessings have brought so many together.
Bottoms up, hey? These little lads snagged some pretty decent drink.
No, too fat. Dragons is fat and they fly fine.
Well now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts, skills, guts? And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken chasing.
Now this is pod racing.
It's
All right,
got
Keller.
feathers, don't it? A beak. Besides, I reckon it
Does
owes
have
us seeing
feathers
as
and a
how we
beak.
just ate our last chicken.
Behold, a man.
Reckon it owes us a game. You want to
Make a
eat the rolls
Diogenes
or
check.
not? Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mates. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose. Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been bested by the bird. Fancy yourself, do you? Care to pin that claim down with some coin? We got the coin. We got the challenger. Now we just need the crowd, eh? We're starting a new game! Move your eyes!
This is gonna be my night. No.
on getting close to the beast. If you chase that thing! Don't care how pissed off it is. Get that out there!
Careful now! That's a nice chicken!
Let's make it interesting, eh?
Chase it through the post! Ain't we gonna cook it once the game's done?
That's what the fire's for, isn't it?
No, don't go back there.
It's just a cub! Get it back on the field!
Let's make it interesting, eh?
Its talons bite deep into the earth, every muscle trembling. You realize it isn't afraid. It's furious. Rage blazes within it. Tear, hunt, kill.
Nope.
The cub clicks his beak weakly.
Oof! Hard luck, mate. Told you it weren't as easy as it looked.
Here's to the absolute!
Oh, I could go for a good meal. Hey,
Go! Bite! Bite! New home? Maybe. Got to get away from here first.
The cub seems anxious to leave, but afraid to defy the goblins. They have to be dealt with one way or the other.
And deal with the goblins we shall.
Is that blood?
No, not tonight.
Never mind.
Yep.
One day I'll catch a break.
Yep.
Go ahead and go back to camp, we'll rest up, and then we'll deal with the goblin camp next session.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. The world swims as you close, then reopen your eyes. How long have you been waiting here? A moment? A night? A 10-day?
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
Want to calm down there?
I cannot trust my own mind. So it seems I must trust yours. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Ah. It was a busy night.
Yep.
do not remember what our guardian looks like.
I came just in time.
Ah,
You
random
are
people.
transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. Independent. Good.
Resist the urge to remove limbs from people.
We haven't much time, so listen closely.
Got the rumbly in my tummy. Only hands can
Hands
satisfy.
will
There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming
Even to
you.
your hatred. Wait,
But
what?
for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
Ah, I know that. That's that big skull thing from the Marvel movies.
The fight
town
for the
inside of
fate
it.
of Faerun.
Nowhere?
Fight we
That's
are
right.
losing. For
Castle Grayskull.
now, you can change that, but only if you embrace your potential.
I don't know. It's got like various color fighting things. It's got some weird digital
I
effects
have to
going on.
go.
This is clearly like the next
The
season of
enemy
Fortnite.
is closing in. I will be back.
Joke, I wouldn't be surprised.
Ah!
Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
I feel like it always looks like we're sleeping in some sort of meditative pose.
I think it's because you're an elf.
We do trance. That would make sense.
Yeah.
More for me.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power. Sounds like it. What did you make of it? Damn right. Things like a splinter. We just need to find a way to squeeze it out.
Always a pleasure.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid ones? Damn.
Yes, yes, we saw each other
I was
naked.
hoping
It
my
happens.
imagination had gotten the better of me. But this must be something more. This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole, use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess, in the waking world or otherwise. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't...
You will, how you'll know.
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you, judging from the way my tadpole is tingling. Someone came to me
Not
and
euphemism.
promised to protect me while claiming that the parasite could empower me. Tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is, the tadpole's little trick. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by elithid worms. Well said. This dream figure is no friend to us.
Withers, do you have any funky dreams last night? Do you dream?
Thy wheel of fate turns ever to the dark.
The wheel of fate.
Dost
is
thou
turning.
require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection? The bard's death is a weight for thine own conscience to bear. She will be left to the peace of eternity, where the urge shall seek her no more.
Okay, part of me thinks it'd be great if you could bring her back, but then every time you do, the Dark Urge just kills her again.
It's be Hades levels of contrivance for killing them.
I mean, that is what he is implying will happen.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so this is where we'll leave this session off. Next time we'll deal with the Goblin camp itself. There's quite a bit of fighting to do here effectively, so it'll probably take the bulk of the next session, honestly.
Yeah.
But besides that, join us on Thursday as we continue Under Hero?
Under Hero.
Under Hero. On Sunday, continue playing through IBO and SD Gundam G-Generation Crossrays. On Monday for more Poke Mondays, as we continue our Scarlet Wonder Trade run, which will continue into the DLC once we're actually done with regular content, since it is now out, at least the first DLC. And then back here next week on Tuesday for more Baldur's Gate 3. Hope everyone's enjoyed it. I've been Shiv.
Been Bograt.
I've been Krampus.
And I've been Hunter Green.
Have a good one, y'all.